Give me a minute, please. God damn it, 1 second, Dad.
Hi.
Let's see, we have Killer Kate. This looks like a all women's horror film. Kind of all women's horror film. I mean, it has a couple of guy stars in it, but the majority of it is definitely all women, and it's obviously a horror film. So it's real bloody too. So I think this one's for the women on their menses. But no, it looks like it has a little substance behind it. Four women in the woods. It has like this weird gas station attendant. So we'll see how this turns out. And it also has a black lady. So this seems very much like an agenda pushing, women in the woods. We can take care of ourselves kind of movie. And our first answer, instead of rationalizing everything, is to kill people. So that's gonna go over just great. But it does seem to have a little humor to it, so it's more of a dark comedy type of thing. Very much, like I said, very much substance behind it. I hope it does well in the box office when it comes out, but we'll see what happens.
Now, this is how you make a trailer, directed by Elliot Field, who is married to Alexandra Feld, the lead role of Killer Kate. One power couple right here. Elliot Feld was known for a couple of his shorts, creative horror, also a writer. And I feel like this has a well-rounded cast, and I just feel like this idea is fully realized, and this was just a well-made trailer. It's got some really good soundtrack, and music playing, and it obviously sets the themes of, 80s exploitation slasher film. And I like the twist in it. The ideas are there, and I really hope this movie does well, because this really shows off the kind of performances and the kind of things we don't see anymore. We don't see these kind of slasher horror films that are properly made like this. And it feels like it's a smart one that not only caters to that nostalgia feeling, but also caters to a story that I feel like will turn out pretty well. Awesome! Can't wait for this movie.
So we have The Oath, which, if I'm not mistaken, looks like Tiffany Haddish's excuse to kiss a white man and also gain the Caucasian vote. If I'm not mistaken, also, I want to say, and this could just be me, but Tiffany Haddish is becoming the lady version of Kevin Hart. She's been in a lot of stuff so far. I can't discredit her film work, but this movie alone looks kind of, well, you can tell that it's based around politics, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I can't really say how I think the movie's gonna go. It looks a little boring, if anything. It doesn't look exciting. Just because it has Tiffany Haddish in it doesn't mean the movie can't take a turn for the worse either and be a definite bomb in the box office. But we'll see what happens when it comes out. So check it out in theaters.
We live in a sensitive time in our society. We got the SJWs, the quote-unquote Nazis, the vicious Republicans who almost got James Gunn fired, and, we just got all these in-betweeners and, the neutral side and all these other people fighting for their lives for what they believe is morally correct. And now we can laugh about it in this funny movie, The Oath. This looks fantastic. Directed, produced, and written and starring Ike Barinholtz as the lead role. Talk about a guy that's been mostly a sidekick character in the last two Neighbor movies. He has had some kind of writing credit, considering he was involved with the production of Central Intelligence. But yeah, this is his first real movie, and I really got to applaud him for this trailer. Fantastic! You know exactly what's going on, what's gonna be happening, and what this movie's about. It's all about politics, but it's a satire in a way that's taking this seriously, and I really like this. And not to mention, I feel like it's really gonna show off the real acting chops of Tiffany Haddish, John Cho, Carrie Brownstein, Billy Magnuson, Meredith Hagner, Nora Dunn, and Chris Ellis. Funny people in a couple shows, or maybe you've seen them in a couple movies, especially Tiffany Haddish. I can't wait for her to. This probably gonna end up being her breakout role. This is something where I feel like she's playing a real character. She's not playing that caricature that people like to accuse her of being, and I really can't wait for this movie. This is gonna be awesome.
So we have An Evening with Beverly Luff Linn. That's a very long title for a movie. They could have shortened it, but that's just me talking. It has almost like a dinner for schmucks kind of feel to it. You can tell it's gonna be one of those type of movies, I guess. Uh, I'm not sure if Craig Robinson is the good guy or the bad guy from judging from the preview. It's kind of sketchy as of right now. I don't want to say it doesn't have any substance behind it because I'm gonna give it a fighting chance. But it has like one of the most oddest castings I've ever seen before. Uh, but like I said, we'll see what happens when it comes out in theaters. But it does look very odd. I don't know what it. I can't even tell you what it's about just from watching the trailer. So 9 times out of 10, if you don't know what a movie's about when you're watching the trailer, it just might bomb in the box office. But I guess we'll get the whole meaning behind it when it comes out. So we'll see what happens.
So we got an evening with Beverly Luff Linn, with Aubrey Plaza, Emily Hirsch, Jermaine Clement, Matt Berry, and Craig Robinson. Directed by Jim Hoskins. He's sort of, he's got this hipster vibe with him. He's got He's got a couple of indie movies on his belt. One short film, and then another one known as The Greasy Strangler, which is, I don't know. I just always, when I see the aesthetics for this movie, and then when I saw this trailer, I just feel Napoleon Dynamite vibes for some reason. It just like the dry humor, the cringe humor, the sarcasm. I think this is really gonna work well considering Aubrey Plaza. Her range has mostly been sarcasm, cynicism, and a mix of like naivety at some points. But I really think this is gonna escalate her role, especially since he is playing the lead along with the fabulous Craig Robinson. I'm actually looking forward to his character the most. He seems like the kind of character that's probably going to be the breakout star in this film. So yeah, and basically it's it's a weird Napoleon Dynamite heist film. What seems like it, a caper, and I'm looking forward to it.